Welcome to the Kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom for today's game of Grimdark Future Firefight. As usual, Josh is in the house.
Hello.
He's like the Vanna to my Pat Sajak. Like an integral part of the show. You actually get a lot of comments. But I make a lot less money. People do enjoy your commentary.
Yay.
Josh brings the maturity level down to where it's enjoyable. Anyways, so we are continuing on with the assault on Malhadra. We are on mission 5, I believe, and I made an executive decision. Because there's 18 missions, we don't want to play the same teams for 18 missions. That's so I figure after 6, we'll trade up.
Gotcha.
So every 6 missions, we'll have a chance to redo our armies, test out some new play styles, but you will have to keep the named character.
This is open gameplay. This is like key party style for gaming. You know, you just kind of swap when you get bored. And, You
don't want the game to get stale. So that'll be the only requirement, is we have to keep the same named character in there. Mm-hmm. Some of you might also have been noticing that we said we're doing a campaign, but we're not keeping track of experience. I've had bad experiences with that in the past. We started doing it, but then I noticed a snowball effect. And since there's no blue shell to counter it, I was afraid it would just turn out whatever army started dominating would just snowball over everyone else. So for now,
what is a blue shell?
You can't see the look on my face right now, but it's incredulous.
Is that like how the 3 seashells
Did
work?
you never play Mario Kart?
Oh, got you. Yes.
The blue shell knocks out whoever's...
Yes.
It's the mechanic to keep whoever's in last to give them a fighting chance. So today's mission is Ash Storms. There were certain areas of the planet Malhadra where dwarves, elves tried to establish cities, but they were unaware of these awful storms that would come tearing through. Sometimes they were just kind of annoying, like sandstorms, but other times the ash and the sand was blowing so hard it was like razors, and just the remains of this city here show you the extent of the damage caused by these storms. However, there is still useful resources inside the city. So we've got the robot legions going up against the Blessed Sisters in the ruins of this city, but they're going to be hunting for these materials in the middle of storm season. So let's get to the armies, and we'll get back to the mission. Now, most of the armies are about the same, but with the new edition that's come out, the point values changed a little bit, and so each of our armies had to get small adjustments. We're still going to do larger redos once we get past the first 6 missions. But Josh, walk us through what you're bringing with the sisters.
So you got Connie over here with a Constance with a flamer pistol. And
you and her on first name basis like
pretty
that?
Pretty much. God, I just love that model too. 3 fanatic sisters with chainsaw swords, and they have regen.
Oh yeah, nice. you gave that to them. Remember, you did create this army.
Oh, I did. Yeah. 2 vanguard sisters with storm rifles and close combat weapons, and then flying around in the back is the assault sister with an energy sword and a plasma pistol with blending.
What had to change was the point values. We had to cut out that. If I remember, the sisters were about 15 points short.
Yeah.
And so what I did was cut out one of the flying sisters to buff the one that remained.
Yeah.
With a better weapon.
Because it was 30 points over, right?
It was that was either the robots or the sisters, but yeah, we had to do some major changing. So there it is. There. Okay, over to the robots. So over here we have the Robot Legion army, which Josh lovingly named. I just noticed this when I was looking over his army list. This is Team Domo Arigato. If you get the joke, you get the joke. I'm not explaining it to you. So we had to make some changes to this as well. One model was just changed because we found a model that was more WYSIWYG for the equipment, but the changes have caused the removal of one model and replacement of another. So let's start at the very beginning, because where else would we start? On the far left there, we have LNG HRD1. Again, I'll put the names up so you guys can enjoy. Josh put a lot of thought into those, so he deserves some attention.
Very loving.
So he is the sniper. Nothing fancy. He's just stock. Next to him is Echo 3G01, the named character for the Robot Legions. He's got his panoptic staff, which it's okay. It's not great, but he is a caster, and I think I don't know if you've been using that.
No, I didn't.
He's a caster.
Last time.
He also has paradox shielding, so he'll grant units within 12 inches of him stealth, so they're hard to hit in shooting. And of course, he has self-repair and toughness 3. Next, we have the what is it called there? The snake, the robot snake. That is D-ONG, who's got the metal fang, the whip coil. Next to him, that's 8008-5, who we had to make a little change. His weapon now, instead of the phase glaive, which was 3 attacks at AP 4, now he's got the Doom Scythe, which is 1 attack, but it's AP 2, deadly 3. So it's still good. Yeah. Plus he hits on a 3, so he's good with it.
Yeah, this is good for that.
And the other thing is, Josh made him an absolute monster. So he has robot, so he gets the self-repair.
Yep.
But you also gave him a shield.
Yes.
So he's +1 defense, and then you gave him regeneration on top of it.
Yes.
This guy's like indestructible.
He's super stacked. Yeah.
I didn't know that. And all these games I've been going after him trying to actually hurt him.
Yep.
No wonder that's never worked.
No.
And then on the far right is our new addition. So his name will be CK-BLKR, and he is a guardian equipped with a hyper sword and a combat shield. So another melee intense character. When we redo the Robot Legions, maybe we'll do a ranged intensive one, because these guys all want to run up and get in your face. But there are the Robot Legions. Let's get over to the game board, see what the objectives and the map look like, and we'll get underway. So here's the ruins of the city we're going to be fighting over. There are 5 objectives. The deployment zones are kitty corner, so the robots will be in this corner over here. The sisters in the opposite corner there. Well, I don't actually. Cats make me stop breathing, so I don't like them. I'm a big fan of breathing, so I don't like cats. I'm sorry. If you're a cat lover, you can never come over to the kingdom. That's just the way it is.
Charges will be pressed, too.
That's right. So we got 5 objectives. 1 in this ruined building here. 1 in this ruined building here. Josh decided to make us hike to get this one way up here, and then the last one is going to be in this ruin here.
I want to push somebody off Mufasa style. Just be like, long live the king. Just shove them off the edge.
So Josh has dreams of like murdering family. Okay, hey, good to know I'm not family.
I didn't create monarchies.
So the rules for this mission, they're not like the other ones. It's actually pretty straightforward. You hold the objectives. We play for 6 rounds instead of 4, but every round, including the first, we roll on the storm table. And so there's a chance that it's clear skies, in which case there's nothing, that there's a light storm, where the entire board will count as cover and difficult terrain, which is probably why they extend the game 6 rounds, because we're not moving much.
Right.
And then if there's a severe storm, everything counts as cover and difficult terrain, and if you end your turn not in a building, you have to take a dangerous terrain test, because the sand and the ash is shredding you. So you're gonna have to leapfrog a severe ash storm. It's gonna kick your ash. Okay, folks, let's get to deployment. We'll come back and get started. After deployment, the robot legions have kind of spread out quite a bit. So the robot snake and Echo have taken positions right on the front line.
Such a boring name. I know it's canon, but...
It is canon. We got to stick with
all
it.
Those other names.
The sniper is taking a position in the highest perch that was available in my deployment zone. And then the 2 melee monsters over here are starting off in the building to get some cover. And with Echo here in the middle, he's giving everybody stealth except for the absolute melee monster at the back there, who I don't think needs it. But we'll see how it goes.
When I saw you place him, I was like, well, he's not worried about that end.
Sisters deployment. We have 3 of them spilling out of the building here. It almost looks like a church.
Yep.
It was very pretty.
Oh, I need to pick up the dice again, sorry.
That's okay. Sorry. So he's got 2 of his melee sisters there. He's got 1 of the assault or vanguard sisters coming out the door. Up here, this sister is not actually deployed. Nope. Josh has her in ambush, but if he puts her off to the side, he'll forget.
I will.
So that's where she is. Where are the rest of your sisters?
Way over here. So
are they in the building?
If you peek through the doorway, you'll see the other 2 are here. And then the hero is actually, Connie is way over here, just kind of hanging out by the line. So.
Okay, so make everyone dizzy for a sec. So we have a massive open city. We've got some objectives, and we've got people willing to fight over them. Robot Legion won the roll-off, so first activation to the robots. The first round was very uneventful. We rolled for the storm. Josh rolled severe.
You're welcome.
So at the end of the turn, anything out in the open had to take a dangerous terrain check, and the whole board counts as difficult. So we weren't moving that much. So as far as the robots, I took the risk. I moved the snake close enough to hold the objective, but unfortunately, we're counting the big pile of rubble here as out in the open. The building here would have given him cover, but I couldn't get the sweet spot of both the objective and cover. So I will roll for the robot snake. Does he take damage being out in the storm? No, he doesn't. Nice. So he's okay, and the robot legions will hold 1 objective. Over here, I had to have Echo back up. With 6 inches wasn't enough to get him into any cover, and I don't want to afford losing him. So he backed up to be inside the building. The sniper's in the building, and unfortunately doesn't have the range to shoot at anything. And then over here, the 2 melee brothers have moved up. They were able to jump from this building into this one, and so they're still holding cover there. Josh moved 2 of his berserkers into the building here to get cover.
Yeah. Everything I had was, I measured for 6 inches off of it. It was either going to not make a big difference, or it would put me just close enough into dangerous that it wouldn't, like I would be out in the street. So
the sister here decided the steps count as the building, so she's safe. She can duck into the doorway there, and then the other ones back here. Yeah, as Josh said, 6 inches would only put them in the middle of the street where they could get.
I suppose shredded. I could have moved her up to the doorway or something.
Or you can destroy the building. That's
if I destroy option. It, then they don't get covered. No, I figured I could have probably put her at the doorway, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so first turn, kind of uneventful, but the robot legions are 1 point ahead. Oh, there's also another rule I just mentioned that you're actually going to benefit from, is you want to, I'll double check the wording, but you want to have your team in as many table quarters as possible. And if you have more table quarters covered than I do, then you get a point, and vice versa. So what they're trying to do is force you to move in a city where there's dangerous terrain outside.
Right.
So we'll see. But turn 1, kind of meh. Moving on to turn 2. The end of turn 2, and we've not rolled any more dice. We actually rolled on the storm table, clear skies. So for this turn, we can move around as normal. So it was a mad scramble to get some objectives.
So I actually got a turn.
Josh got a turn. And he had the advantage because his models can move 12 inches. My robots can only move 8. So the sniper is just holding position. I fear he might not see a lot of action this game. Echo managed to dash across to try and at least kind of get into the action, but he is banking some spell points. Hopefully those will help him later. The robot snake, with his strider, was able to slither through the alleyways here and seize that objective. Josh moved up one of his Berserker sisters to challenge him for it. 2 more sisters moved through the ruins here to start advancing on that center objective there. Josh forgot to bring in his reinforcements here, so she's moved to an even higher peak to try and remind us. And then over here, 2 more sisters advanced across the street and have seized the objective over there. So at the end of turn 2, the robots have 2 objectives. The sisters have 1. And then the sisters have board control over 1 corner here for sure. This one, it's tied. No, you have 2, and I have 1. Board quarter. Yeah, so point for the sisters there. Another point here. Oh, golly. This one is... I'll figure it out and tell you after. We're not going to do our math right now. It's boring me. All right, back in a second. Turn 3, folks, and we finally have something to roll dice on. So the Robot Legions realize if I don't charge this Berserk Sister, she is going to charge me. So it makes more sense to get the initiative. So the Robot Snake Deong has gone charging in. 2 attacks with the Metal Fang, quality of 4. And I'm sorry if you folks can't see the dice very well, but I was excited to get these for my Necrons. So Baron of Dice, you make good stuff. Anyways, that's 2 hits, one of which is rending.
Okay, so do that one first.
So both of them, you're just going to need 6s because there's no regen.
No.
No, so that's 2 wounds. How many does she have?
She's dead.
And clarification for the new rules. Now remember, you got to roll to see if she's dead or just stunned.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
5.
A 5! Oh, yeah, she just got decapitated. Whoop! First assault, successful for the robots. One good turn deserves another. Berserker Sister charging into 8008-5. Ooh.
1 hit.
What is that? Is that rending?
Yeah, she also has Frenzy.
Okay, so I don't get my regen.
AP
that counts
1.
as 2 attacks. AP1 cancels. So I'm saving that one on a... Let's see, rending takes it to a 4. 2. So I still need a 6. Nope, that's a 1. And then I do get self-repair. It's not regen. That's a 1. That's not going to work either. So unfortunately, I take 8 damage from that. And then the regular one, the non-rending one, you said it's AP1?
AP1.
So needing a 3?
There
Got it. But you did strip a wound off him. He's only got 3 left. So let me attack back. I get 1 attack, hitting you on a 3. That's a 2.
Yeah.
So that was sad. You back up 1 inch, and I just got slapped around by a sister with a giant chainsword. Okay. Well, now that my sniper finally has a target, with that their sister over there, his weapon's called a D mark, so he's going to be giving her the D.
There you go.
I didn't make this up, folks. I'm just reading what's in the rules. It's reliable, so hitting on a 2. That's a 2. AP1.
So AP1, so 5. No.
Okay, so that's 1 wound on her.
Yep, and she doesn't have anything going for her, so roll for that. 5.
Oh no.
She did.
She's dead too.
Yeah.
Vanguard's sister goes busting through the wall like Kool-Aid Man and is going to put a lot of bullets into my already injured hero dude.
What up?
Oh!
AP1.
You don't have rending, do you?
No.
Okay. Jeez, that's like the roll of rolls. AP1, my shield will negate that, so 3 plus. Fail 2.
But you get...
So, first regen.
Yeah.
1. And then robot self-repair.
How did your dice even do that?
Oh, there's a stone there.
Oh, there's a stone. I was like, what?
No, so that's 2 wounds. He's down to 1 left.
All right.
That's sad. I thought he'd be a lot more of a beefy guy than that. Well, given that this guy's about to die, he might as well do something. Charging in. Hitting on a 6 because he's already fought this round. Oh, look at that. He got it.
Nice.
So, AP 2.
So 6.
Oh, she got it. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. You gonna hit him back?
Oh, sure. Why not? I think it's 2. Yeah, 2 on the chainsword. That's hitting back on 6s. No.
So, I got an amazing hit. You got an amazing save. Other than that...
All right. We call it a draw.
Vanguard Sister has stepped up into the
Action!
street.
Sorry. I just messed with you.
Josh really wants to be in Hollywood. His timing's a bit off, but that's okay. She is going to shoot at the robot snake.
None with gun takes on big snake. Take 5.
That does sound rather naughty, doesn't
It
it?
doesn't. It sounds... I'd watch it.
No step on snake.
I'd watch it.
Okay, shoot me.
No.
1.
No, well, 4, yeah.
Okay, I save.
What a joke.
Normally on a 4 because of the storm we're in cover, so 3. That's really, really cocked. Let's try this. There we go. That's a 6. I'll take that.
Nice.
I'm going to risk it. Echo is going to move out into the street to try and use some of his psychic powers to knock out the Vanguard Sister. But that does mean he's going to be in the street when the storm comes. But I spent 2 spell points to cast a level 1 spell, Meteor Bots, and then another spell point to buff it. So on a 3+, you'll take 1 hit at AP 2. And that's a 4. So go ahead and roll me something.
1
over
hit
here.
at AP 2.
1 hit at AP 2 over in the grass here. No. So now you roll to see how she does.
Lunge!
She is stunned.
Oh, I thought she was dead.
No, not on a 3.
One over there was a 5.
Okay. So that kind of did what I wanted it to. Now there's another sister in there, isn't there? Yes, there is. And I can't cast the same spell twice. Maybe I should have put that on her instead. Okay. Connie, as Josh lovingly calls her, has stepped forward and is going to try and put a last shot into 80085.
Oh, actually, wait for it, folks. Can I? I need a ruling because it's a flamer gun, so it's only 6 inch. Is that 6 inches? Do you accept my 6 inches? Okay. Good.
Oh, I no. Hang on. I didn't understand the question.
That's my question is, do you accept my 6 inches?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I agree, however, that the distance between those models is 6 inches.
Yes, good. Let's see. All right, it is reliable.
Yep,
So it goes off on a 2. Maybe.
And it,
Hey!
Oh, it's not rending, is it?
Does she have anything?
And does it ignore cover? I don't think so.
Reliable, does not ignore cover.
Okay.
Does not have rending. The sword has rending.
AP?
No AP.
So I need a 2. Are you kidding me?
Oh wait, she does have devout.
Doesn't matter, I got a 1.
Oh, unmodified rolls of 6 deal 1 extra hit of damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I gotta remember that. Devout.
Regen? No, another 1. Cool. And Robot Legion? Oh, there it is.
There's the save.
The clutch repair.
There it is.
That was close, folks.
You're welcome.
Wow. So here we are at the end of turn 3. There's a lot of models out in the streets. So let's start rolling. Josh, you got 1 sister who stepped outside to take a shot at my robot lord, but...
I want to step outside and take a shot real quick.
Roll a dice.
You gotta love that she sounds like that, folks. Hell of a softball player. 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so she takes a wound.
Okay.
Does she have any kind of regen or anything? All right,
So-
is she out?
Yes.
No, she is just stunned.
Okay.
So she stepped out, she caught some razor blades to the face, and now decided to take a nap.
Razor blade.
All right, what about Constance? 3 dice, good sir. She has 3 wounds.
I think I'll step outside and take a shot, too.
Well, you fell down in the middle of a sandstorm. How's it going?
Shot myself.
Oh, no.
Come on, girl.
And she already has a wound.
Die.
She's out.
She's done.
She's out.
We're 1 step closer to lunch, folks.
Here's another thing is she was shaken, it's +1 on the wound.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she already had a wound.
Oh, yeah.
Then she's shaken, so it's +2.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
she's totally dead.
Oh,
And
she
of
gone.
course,
Oh, she
now
gone.
Echo is also caught out in the middle of the street.
I can taste lunch.
That one's cocked over there. Okay. All right, folks. Josh has lost half of his army. It's time to roll the route check, which we always forget, and you folks kindly remind me, but I remembered. I'm getting better.
Gold star.
Yeah. So,
Right.
for Chicky Poo over here,
Yes.
roll her quality.
Quality.
I think it's a 4.
It is a 4.
That's a 6. She's good.
Damn it.
Sister here.
Dead.
She's shaken.
She's shaking.
Connie Corso.
Connie!
She's good too.
Dang it.
Do you have any others?
I got one more.
One more?
Chainsaw
Hold on,
Girl
let me
in
get-
there.
There we go, Chainsaw Girl.
5.
No, she's shaken as well.
Sweet. Now, should we have done that before we did points?
It's at the end of the round. Points is at the end of the round. I don't know, folks. What do you think? I think for the sake of funsies, you should do points and then that, because it could have a huge difference.
Well, because that would mean I'm down.
That would have taken even
I'm down
more
one.
points.
Yeah.
Since the Robot Legions are ahead anyway, I don't see a reason to add more onto it.
I've already decided what I'm having for lunch.
So Josh has already checked out, folks. All right, moving on to turn 4, I believe it is. Robots, unfortunately, get to go first again. And Josh, you want to roll for the storm?
Sure.
Are we heroes of the storm?
6.
3. So for this next
Moderate.
round, everyone gets cover and difficult terrain, but no danger being out in the street.
Danger zone.
Start at turn 4. Robot Legion's going to take advantage of the fact that this guy's almost dead, and so is the sister laying down here. So, charging in, hitting you on a 3. Oh my god.
Whoops.
If folks have been paying attention, that is the 3rd one in a row I have rolled for this guy. Kill him. Kill him.
go.
Please do. He does not deserve to live anymore.
Let's see. Man, do I want to go flamer pistol or do I want to just run into you? Let's just run into you with the
Well, no,
energy
she gets to
sword.
fight back.
Oh, she gets to fight back?
Yeah, only hitting on 6.
She's down, though.
She's fatigued.
Oh, okay.
You can still make a difference.
All right, 2.
In the beginning of the
Sixes.
crosswalk there, y'all. Nothing?
Nothing.
All right,
Kinda
so
hit the
we
model.
both failed miserably.
Is it my turn now? Because I know
You,
exactly what
sir.
I'm gonna
Your mother and I are very disappointed in you.
do.
And as to be expected, I put myself in charge distance. Kill him. He deserves it. I'm
4.
serious. Kill him.
1 hit.
1 hit.
At AP 1. Rending. But no, that doesn't matter.
So I'm +1 to defense, so it negates that. So I'm still saving on a 3. I threw it way up. 2! He fails that too. My goodness, you suck, sir. Regeneration. There it is.
Hey.
So he can't do anything except not die.
Well, hey, but I mean, you got him as a nice buffer to your
Maybe
shield
you
guy
need to
here.
change his name from 80085 to Cockroach. He doesn't do anything, but he won't die. Sniper, from his advantage position here, is able to see the downed sister over the shoulder of the
Hey,
robot
sister,
lord.
down, sister.
Hey, soul sister. I hope he doesn't miss her. 2s. That's a hit.
Nice.
AP1. But you're in cover, so that's a save. Never mind. I don't care anymore. So Echo has decided to charge in and challenge this Berserker sister for control of that central objective. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is, again, expend both my spell points to cast the same power as previously. So on a 3, you'll take a hit, 1 hit at AP2, and I roll a 4. Go ahead and roll it, sir.
6.
That's a 3. What happens to her? 2. She's just stunned.
Cool.
So she's stunned, but I did charge in. So hitting you on, I think it's 3s. Rending. Ooh, I got 1 rend, 1 not rend. So 2 saves total. Oh yeah, but you're right. Roll them separately because one's rending. No and yes. So on this time you're going to need, you're shaken and you have a wound. You're going to need a 4+. I'm going to need a 4+. Oh, she's gone too.
Yeah.
Wow. This is turning out very badly for the sisters. Okay, folks, after that last round of combat, we're looking at the situation. The sisters have pretty much no hope. The robots have 4 of the 5 objectives. They have almost total board control. They've got at least 2 or 3 of the quadrants, and the only other sisters are both stunned, having to stand up here.
And that's it. And we're on turn 4.
Turn 4, yeah. So the Robots Legion just got like a 5-point jump. So it's very unlikely the sisters are going to be able to come back. So Josh is throwing in the proverbial towel. But it all came down to that first round because we rolled the terrible storm.
Oh, yeah. And I rolled it, so I have no one to blame but myself. But
well, yeah. I mean, the dice are to blame there. But for that first turn, you couldn't move anywhere.
Well, I could have, but I was banking on... my dice rolls are always so crappy when we do dangerous terrain. I got too frightened by that and didn't move. So what I did was I essentially handed you 2 turns in a row while I just sat back.
Yeah, because
that's all it took.
I had a lot of toughness 3, and so I knew even if I took damage, it wouldn't kill me.
And see, mine didn't have a lot of hero design to it. So.
Well, I mean, look on the bright side. You lost to an army that you designed.
Oh, with an army that I designed.
With an army that you designed. So you're either
but I designed them for totally different purposes. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. But losing that first turn essentially meant you went twice before I even got out of the gate, and that just. The disadvantage there was just too big.
I got a huge jump start. Mm-hmm. So, as far as comments on the idea of the mission, I do like it. The idea that every turn you could have cover, dangerous terrain, all that changing. It's a very simple mission to keep track of. You don't have a lot of worrying about other special rules or mechanics for the game. So it was enjoyable. I would like to try this with different scenarios. Maybe instead of a city, do one out in the desert, bring in the dwarves and the change demons. But so far, I have not played a mission in Malhadra that wasn't fun and interesting. So kudos to them for coming up with it. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Until next time, keep your dice on the table, and we'll see you then.